Let's move on to the second part of your notes on polygons. This is page 4 of your notes. We are going to look at the concept of interior angles. Okay, you're given a table here. Okay, so we are exploring the relationship between the sides, the triangles, and the sum of interior angles. Okay, so first one you see triangle. So triangle, you see 3 sides, right? So number of triangles formed, that's 1. Okay, then sum of interior angles will be 180. So we take 1 times 180. Okay, and quadrilateral is a 4-sided figure. Okay, so I can cut it into 2, then that makes 2 triangles. So quadrilateral, 4 sides, 2 triangles. So it will be 2 times of 180 for its interior angles. Then pentagon is 5-sided. So I'll be able to cut the pentagon into like this and like this. So it has 3 triangles. So pentagon, 5 sides, 3 triangles. Therefore, 3 times 180 degrees, it will be its interior angles. Okay, and so on for the rest of the figures until you see that it reaches the number nth polygon. By now, you should have seen that there is a pattern going on. Okay, you see the first column here, number of sides and number of triangles formed. Let's see the first row. So 1 is 2 less than 3. You see 2 triangles formed is 2 less than 4. So the column, the number of triangles column is always 2 less than the column of the number of sides. Okay, therefore, if this is n, then number of triangles formed will be 2 less, therefore n minus 2. And also notice that the last column, sum of interior angles, also has a pattern going on. The pattern is, if this is 1 triangle, you see this is 1. 2 triangles, this is 2, and so on. Okay, so if this is n minus 2 triangles formed, this one will be n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Okay, so this is your relationship. If you're talking about an n-sided polygon, it will have the formula for interior angles, which is this. So you can write it down here. Okay, number 1 formula, sum of interior angles, take n minus 2 times 180 degrees. And number 2, each interior angle, okay, so you would take this sum of interior angles, divide by the number of sides. Okay, and is the number of sides. So you shall divide by the number of sides for 1 interior angle. Okay, each means 1 interior angle. Okay, so I repeat again, these two are very important formulas. So if you want to find the sum of interior angles of an n-sided polygon, you will take n minus 2 times 180. If you need to find 1 interior angle, divide by n, which is divide by the number of sides of the polygon. That is if you want to find 1 interior angle. Let's look at some examples. Example 4, you asked to find the sum of interior angles of a polygon with 20 sides. Okay, so that means n is 20. So I'm going to use the formula. So sum of interior angles formula, which is n minus 2 times 180. So now you know your n is 20, so put inside. Okay, so we will solve the bracket first, so don't expand numbers. Okay, so 20 minus 2 is 18. Take 18 times your 180. You get 3240 degrees. Okay, so write down the units in your final answer. This is the sum of interior angles for your 20-sided polygon. Okay, next we want to look at the concept of exterior angles. You are given a diagram here on the right. Okay, so notice that I'll start from P. So notice that P, Q, I'm going clockwise. So P, Q, R, S, T, and U. Notice that they are exterior angles. Exterior angles meaning they are lying on the outside of the polygon. So just write down P, Q, R, S, T, U. are exterior angles. Okay, so it makes the inside A, B, C, D, E until F. They are all interior angles, right? So A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, and I'm zooming in to look at one of the pairs. So one of the pair like this, so it's a combination of interior and exterior angle, and you see that they lie on the same straight line. Okay, so one very important property to note, so every pair of interior and exterior angles, they will add up to 180 degrees. So this one, very important point. You will need this when you solve your questions later on and in a lot of polygon questions as well. Okay, so in this diagram here, we see that it is a six-sided polygon. So six-sided polygons will have six pairs of such combinations, interior and exterior angles. Okay, then actually in this diagram, you are asked to find the sum of exterior angles. Okay, so to find sum of exterior angles, I shall take the sum of all the angles. Okay, just let me write down. Sum of, okay, let me write the other side, more space. Okay, so sum of exterior angles, we shall take sum of all angles, meaning all the pairs of angles that you see here. Okay, so all the pairs. Sum of all the angles minus away sum of interior angles. Okay, then you'll get your exterior angles. So I repeat again, you take all meaning exterior plus interior. Okay, minus away all the interior, so you get all the exterior. Okay, so this is the plan we will work with. Okay, how to find the sum of exterior angles? Let's first find the sum of all the angles first, okay? So sum of all angles. So we see there are six pairs, right? So if one pair is 180, six pairs, let's take 6 times 180. You get 1080. Okay, which is what is written here, 180 times 6. That is sum of all the angles. Okay, sum of interior angles. This is a six-sided polygon, so you need to take this formula, n minus 2 times 180, and your n is 6, so take 6 minus 2 times 180. Okay, so you will get 720, so take 4 times 180. Okay, so the sum of exterior angles, simply take sum of all the angles, which is this 180 times 6. So this is sum of all angles. Okay, minus away your 720. So I've shown you how 720 comes about. That is because I took the sum of exterior angles. Oh, sorry, interior angles. Sum of interior angles. Okay, so you take all, minus away the interior, you will get the exterior. Okay, so this is how it comes about. So sum of exterior angles will be 360 degrees. If you want to find one, each means you find one exterior angle. To find one exterior angle similar to that of interior angle, you shall divide by the number of sides. Okay, so same thing. Divide by the number of sides to find one exterior angle.